Hey y'all, so I am at the NICU unit. I'm about to go see my little man. I'm literally living at the hospital now, so yeah, this is my life now while I'm back in Memphis. But I wanted to talk to you guys and send information and warnings out there to new mamas, whether you just got pregnant or if you are pregnant or if you are planning to get pregnant. Like, times is crazy right now, and I don't care whether like you believe in COVID or not, or if you believe in the vaccine or not. That's not really the point of the video or what you should be receiving from it, but it's more so just like stay at home. Like, when it comes to my experience, I did so much research, y'all, because I am a researcher. I went online and I was on page 20 of Google reading medical articles, because that's the type of researcher I am. I will read medical journals, I will read studies, I will read where it's from, I'll read look up on the doctors. Like, that's the type of researcher I am. So, like, I really wanted to figure out what could have been the possibility of my membranes bursting early. And like, when I was at the hospital and when I went into labor, like, none of the doctors, they did everything that they could. Like, they didn't find anything. They tested my uterus. I had no uterine infections. There was no real reason, and there's hundreds of reasons why a woman can go into labor early. And so it's very hard to tell, but one doctor did come into the labor and delivery room, and he let me know that due to there not being as much research regarding COVID and COVID and pregnancy, he said that he did see an increase and a correlation of women that were tested positive for COVID and going into labor early. Obviously, he did warn me that, like, he can't verify this with any scientific evidence or backup because COVID is still relatively new here in America. And so, like, all of these new variants that are coming out, like, it hasn't been out enough time for there to be any type of scientific research done to even figure out if it's attributed to early preterm labor and, having COVID. But I will say that, like, I did everything that I was supposed to do during my pregnancy, y'all. Like, I wasn't around any alcohol. I wasn't around any smoke. I was at home majority of the time because my HG was so horribly bad. So it was like, I cannot figure out, like, what would have caused this other than the fact that, I did Operation Christmas Get Back when I came back to Memphis, which was a big event that required me to be around a lot of people. And so, like, I didn't consider myself stressed at that time. I mean, it was hard operating that entire Christmas Get Back. Like, don't get me wrong, y'all. Like, that was stressful. However, like, I'm a very healthy person. I work out regularly. When I wasn't pregnant, I know y'all see me drink on Floribama, but I'm not a chronic alcoholic the way, like, the show makes it out to seem. Like, we just party on the show, but I don't just, like, drink heavy like that when I'm not filming. So it's like, I can't understand what I could have done. And I know for a fact, I know y'all don't come in the comments and be like, oh, women go into preterm labor all the time. Yes, they do. There are women whose membranes break early and they do not know why. It could be hundreds and hundreds of reasons. I'm just one of those people that wanted to know a reason why. I wanted to know what it could be. I was like, I know I wasn't overly stressed. It could have been a possibility that Operation Christmas Get Back was too much for me to take on while pregnant. Because I went into labor the second day and the Christmas Get Back was only over a course of 2 days. So that second day, that morning, I woke up really, really sick, sore throat, headache, everything. And then I went into labor, and when I went into labor, I was tested for COVID. Come to find out, I was COVID positive. However, Maxwell is not COVID positive. Maxwell did not get COVID. So it was just like the doctor, who, this dude was older, and I have a particular thing with like an older doctors, the ones that be like 60 plus, because they done been around, they've been out of medical school for a minute. They done saying some things, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I particularly like older doctors. And so when he came in and he was just like, being that you tested positive for COVID, that is a possibility. He was like, I've been seeing a lot of women that come in that were positive for COVID that, we're going into labor much earlier. And, you know, the baby does not like any environment where, you know, he's sick, things like that. Some women can handle labor. Some women can handle being pregnant and having COVID. A lot may not be able to. It's so hard to tell and to test these things and to say, like, what is fact, what is this, what is that, what is that. A lot of women just go into labor early because, baby, that Jesus just wanted that baby here early, and Jesus might have just wanted Maxwell here early. So while I'm over here trying to figure it out and use science and reading and research to understand, you know what I'm saying, Maxwell might have just wanted to be here. That's a possibility too. But it's just like I just wanted to know, like, what I could have done maybe differently. And it's just like I have no answer other than the fact that, you know, I was around people and I ended up testing COVID positive. Now, getting really sick, I didn't have the opportunity because in the time that I was in the hospital, they ran some penicillin through me for a full day, and I had zero COVID symptoms, like was completely fine. Wasn't coughing, nothing like that. Wasn't congested. Absolutely nothing. I was just COVID positive, and that was just what it was. And, you know, obviously them probably running the penicillin through the IV, which probably is what really helped my COVID symptoms. But yeah, like, I was perfectly fine. So much fine to the point that, like, the doctor didn't even make me stay and do the full quarantine. Apparently that's a policy. He didn't even make me stay because, like, I wasn't having any COVID symptoms. I was completely fine. They did blood tests. They tested my water when my water broke. They did everything that they possibly could to figure out what could have been the medical cause of what could have, you know, put me in an early labor and have Maxwell 24 weeks. And they found nothing. And so, you know, with me doing my own thorough research and, you know, with listening to, you know, the doctor and everything else, it's just, I just want to send a warning out there to all the new moms out there, all the pregnant moms out there, that, like, times is crazy. People are getting sick, regardless of whether you believe in COVID or whether you believe in the vaccine. None of that matters. Stay the heck away from people. Do not be outside. Don't be around anybody. Like, first of all, traditionally, you need to protect yourself more when you're pregnant because you have a baby that is living and thriving off of you. So mama can't be sick. So just stay away from people in these times while you are pregnant. Stay home as much as possible. I know some mamas got to get out there and work while they're pregnant, and my heart is with you. But if you can stay home your entire months of your pregnancy and stay out of the midst of whatever is going on out here, please do. Don't risk your health going to anywhere where people ain't been tested, where people might be coughing, where folks, you don't know if people are washing their hands. It's still folks that came out of 2020 and still ain't washing their hands and using hand sanitizer and just think that they are untouchable. And those people may not be affected, but if they give anything to you, and I'm talking beyond COVID, I'm talking cold, flu, flu is detrimental to a woman that is carrying a baby. Colds, like things like that, if any of that get to you, you just don't know the type of effect that that's going to have on you in particular. I understand that there's things you can go to Google. We all can go to Google. We got access to cell phones and the internet and can go read up on whatever. And it's all these WebMD doctors that writing articles and here and there. And it's just like, you just never know what personally and how it can affect you and your baby and your experience. And, all I can say is that, you know, I tested positive for COVID, and literally the morning that I woke up sick was the morning that I went into labor. Those are the facts, and those are the facts of my experience. And so I just have to, you know, let people know, and I just want to let women know, stay in the house. Stay in the house. Take this from me. Stay in the house while you're pregnant. Do not be around people. I don't care if folks have been vaccinated, not vaccinated. It don't matter. Stay away from people while you're pregnant in these times that we're in right now, because you just don't know. You don't know what's out there. And man, people don't be taking care of their health like they should. So I just wanted to do this video and just send this out there to the mamas. I'm actually in the parking lot, headed to go see Maxwell. I think I said that already. So yeah, I'm about to go see my baby, and sit with him, and hopefully I could do some skin to skin contact today. She told me to wear a shirt that was like really accessible because of COVID, we have to wear like all this stuff over it. So I got me on like a little tube top dress that hopefully I can pull it down and do some skin to skin bonding with him, do the kangaroo. So yeah, love y'all. And yeah, if anybody have any information, you're welcome to drop them in the comments. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. All I have is my experiences and the research that I've done. And I just wanted to send this out there because I love the mamas. I love y'all. And I just want everybody to be healthy and wealthy. And I want the babies to be healthy and wealthy, okay? God bless you. Mwah. Okay. Don't exit the video, y'all, because I'm going to insert a clip of Maxwell. He's been opening his eyes, so hopefully he'll open his eyes when I go in there today and see him. And I'm gonna insert a clip and add it on to this video. Okay, all right, bye. Hi, man. Hi.
You gonna press it on the press it on? Or is it up?
I don't know.
You push it out.
Oh yeah, he kind of pushes it out sometimes. Hey, man. Mommy loves you. I'm gonna take you home soon.